From the Baker Municipal Auditorium in Baker, Louisiana, welcome to 5-Star Wrestling. I'm Johnny Cassio, happy to have you with us again this week. And it promises to be an outstanding card that has been signed for this week's hour of telecast. We will have the Fantastics in action. That's Bobby and Jackie Fulton. Also, you will get a chance to see Sam Houston, the young gun. Also on our card, a tag champion, or rather a title championship for the Women's World Championship. And the current champion, Rockin Robin, will be putting that title on the line in this hour. We will also see Wildcat Wendell Cooley. The Junkyard Dog is here, plus much, much more. It promises to be exciting. We certainly hope that you will stay with us and enjoy all of the action. And speaking of action, let's get ready for our first big bout.
Our first event, one fall, a 10-minute time limit, 4-man tag team bout. In the ring, Ron Nations and Dusty Wolf. And now making their way to the ring, the Fantastics.
As we stated, we've got the Fantastics in action. Bobby Fulton and his brother Jackie.
You know what I'm talking about. Just let me know if you want to go.
First of several outstanding matches on our card for this particular week, and it should be an exciting hour, as we stated. Ron Nations and Dusty Wolf supplying the opposition against the Fantastics. Joining me here at ringside is none other than Jack Curtis, the gentleman that handled the introductions for our opening match. And we will talk more about Jack Curtis and his outstanding wrestling career that he had. And also the Curtis family, an outstanding name as far as professional wrestling is concerned. Top wrist lock being applied on Bobby Fulton. Fulton with the leg pickup and applying a lot of pressure. Jack, I would imagine you know the type pressure that goes with a hole like that on the knee.
You can bet I do, after having been in there about 4,000 times. In my career, I can tell you a lot about pain. That was a good move Bobby made. Just keep Dusty off balance. He had his leg hooked in there good.
Tag made, and Jackie Fulton now into the action. Fantastics have long been an outstanding wrestling combination. Going for the standing guillotine. Referee asking Jackie if he wants to give up on that hold, but he reverses it. Outstanding action. Body slam and the tag made on both sides. Good tag combinations on both sides, Jack.
It was, Johnny. What you saw were two fine athletes who anticipated each other and got down to the point to where they started missing, and that was great. And this is what it is, a tag match. You tag in, you tag out. You get that fresh man in the ring. This Ron Nations is a nice-sized young man. Like the first time I've ever seen him. He's from New Orleans. Weighs about 252 pounds. Oh.
Beautiful move by Bobby Fulton. He gets the 2 count, but he cannot hold it for the 3.
See, there they go. Fresh tag in, legal. And then, right.
Flying drop kick by Jackie Fulton.
That's a whip slam. I haven't seen that done in a long time.
2 count again. Nations kicking out. Fantastics well known for their tactics in the squared circle?
Well, they've certainly been around for a while. The only holdback is possibly a little bit of size. They're one of the fastest teams in the game today. There's no question about it. And they've been right in the top 10 for years now. Just can't seem to get over the hump.
Fulton backing Dusty Wolf into the ropes. Again with the tag, and on a beautiful knee lift by Bobby Fulton with the cover. Again, a 2 count, and cannot make it stick. Clothesline by the Fantastics. All 4 men now in the squared circle, and the Fantastics get the opposition on the outside. Talk about teamwork. They work it to perfection.
They do. They do. It reminds me of my dad and my uncle back in their heyday.
Your father was an outstanding champion in his own right.
He was. In the late 40s and early 50s, he was world's light heavyweight champion, and he was one of those guys that would just had it all together. Really knew how to get out there and do everything, and had a long career. He wrestled for 32 years.
Mercy. Your career didn't last quite that long, but it was still a very lucrative career for you.
Well, it was. I spent 25 years, almost 27. I fought with an injury the last couple of years, but I had over 4,000 matches in my career. That's a lot.
It definitely is.
But over 6,000 matches.
Body slam by Jackie Fulton, tag made, and his brother Bobby in. Oh, beautiful suplex.
Another tag by the Fantastics. They always keep a fresh man in.
Fulton seemingly picking up the tempo, and a standing guillotine by Bobby Fulton. Dusty Wolf in, now all 4 in.
Oh, it's getting out of control now, Johnny.
Oh, Fantastics reverse it. Powerful move by Bobby Fulton. Jackie high off the top. Has that leg hooked. And that will do it. We've got the 3 count. And the decision for Jackie and Bobby Fulton, the Fantastics. Let's take a look at it one more time, Jack. As we spoke, action was...
And that's a reverse backdrop type slam. And then he takes his brother up top off the top rope, kind of whips him over on the top, rolls him up, grabs the leg. It's over.
Again, the Fantastics with the decision. And with this being observance of Mother's Day, we have a very special interview that we would like to show for you. Special interview time here on 5-Star Wrestling. And as you can see, we have on the set the Women's World Champion, that being Rockin Robin, and also one of the truly crowd favorites with 5-Star Wrestling, Sam Houston. And the very special guest today is none other than their mother, Marcia. Very happy to have you with us. And I know that many years have come and gone now watching these 2 fine athletes grow up. And I know that you have to be pleased to know that 2 outstanding athletes have excelled in the sport of wrestling like they have.
Yes, I am. I try and stand behind them, and of course I worry about them, but I'm very, very proud of both of them.
I'm so glad you said that.
Robin, I know your mother means very much to you. A very special lady in your life.
Oh, a great deal. She's been, if you want to say, inspiration. She's always been there for everything that I've endured through my whole life, and I just love her. I'm glad we had the chance to get out here and say hi to all the moms and pay special tribute to all the moms on Mother's Day, and especially to have my mom here and let her know how much we love her. And she's always been there for us.
Sam?
Well, you know, it's real nice on this Mother's Day weekend to come out and be able to tell your folks your mom especially, you know, how much they have helped you. And you know, you get out there, a lot of times we're on the road, and Mom can't be there all the time, and she's sitting at home, and I know what she does because she does it when she goes to the matches, too. She has a little hand towel, and she just squeezes it until she gets that phone call and you know, and we tell her that everything's fine and we're okay. And I know it's kind of really got to be really tough on her a lot of times because a lot of times she doesn't know. Her kids are out there in the field, and she doesn't know what's going on. But all the times I've ever been knocked down in my career, she's always been the one behind me to kind of give me that kick in the rear end to get me going back again.
Honey, and she can kick.
She can
you
kick.
Remember the whippings we used to get, huh?
Yeah. She was
Dad never did it. It was
always
her.
Mom, yeah.
Well,
But we always listened to her, too, though. She's the best thing that ever happened to us. But it's real important to have somebody that can set you back up and sit you down and talk to you, and somebody you can lean on in those hard times and stuff. And a long time ago, Robin and I both gave Mom a sweatshirt that said, "You were the wind beneath our wings," and we really mean it, because if it hadn't been for her standing behind us and giving us the push, giving us the encouragement to go ahead and go out in the world and accomplish all the things that we want to accomplish, then, I mean, she's just been really special for us.
Marcia, I know there are a lot of times that you get a chance to see them in action in the ring, but there are a lot of times that you have to sit and you don't know what's happening to them somewhere in a different state, let's say, or a different country. How is that for a mother?
Well, I was lucky enough to be in Paris, France when Robin won the World Championship, and I've been with Sam many times, and I've watched him get hurt, and I've watched, you know, many things, and I just try and say a little prayer and, you know, and know that they're okay.
Of course, there's a joke going around, too, between us. It's that Sam says he's going to be the next champion if I would only sign the contract.
Yeah, Mom can't get her to sign the contract yet, but if she can, I'll take that World's Woman's title away from her.
Yeah, I'm not going to put that belt on the line just yet, no.
Well, I know it's very pleasing to have two outstanding athletes, as we mentioned moments ago, and at the same time, it's very, very special for us to have you with us, joining us, and happy Mother's Day to you.
Thank you.
Yes, happy Mother's Day, and to everyone out there, all you moms.
And on this very special tribute to all mothers throughout our viewing audience, we would like to recognize another very special lady who has made this program possible. Mrs. Pauline Kilshaw has been involved in the sport of wrestling for the past 64 years. So congratulations on this Mother's Day to you. And again, happy Mother's Day to each and every one. And now, more wrestling action after this timeout. Back on 5-Star Wrestling, and let's get the introductions now, once again from Jack Curtis for our next match.
Our next match, one fall, a 10-minute time limit. Jimmy James. His opponent making his way to the ring, Cowboy Bob Orton.
This is the ace, Cowboy Bob Orton. Very well known as far as professional wrestling circles are concerned. And he has been a top quality professional for a long, long time, pal. Going up against Jimmy James. Referee Jack Howell asking for a clean break and getting one from Bob Orton. Jack, you speak about double tough individuals, and this is one right here, Bob Orton.
Yeah, Bob comes from a long line of wrestling family himself. His father was a wrestler. He's been around for quite a while. He's about the right size. He weighs in about 255. And he's roughhoused. He likes to get down and play.
Yes, he is.
And Bob's made quite a name for himself over the years.
Applying the hammerlock right now. And
you see there, he takes all the advantage and leverage he can get. He didn't even need that.
If he has one really bad trait, that might be it. But as you stated, he really doesn't need it because he is a quality athlete, and he can get the job done without really dipping down into tactics like that when it's really not necessary.
When it's not necessary, yes. I think the young man is wrestling. Jimmy James is somewhat inexperienced. He could get a good wrestling lesson tonight from Bob.
Hammerlock again by Orton. We have got an outstanding card, as we mentioned at the top of the show. Still to come, championship women's match between the current champion Rockin Robin and Naughty Natalie. We will also see Wildcat Wendell Cooley, who is now with the 5-Star Wrestling Organization. Junkyard Dog is here, as well as Sam Houston. Some big names, Jack. Very big names.
Well, every week it seems to get a little better. We have bigger name talent, more guys wanting to come in. I think you'll see 5-Star be jumping towards the top of the heap before too long.
Definitely so. Orton has pretty much controlled this one from the outset. And just simply a vicious suplex on the part of Bob Orton. Double clutching the chicken wing, more or less, if you will.
Yeah. Jimmy James is spotting about 20 pounds and a lot of inexperience. And I think Bob's giving him a wrestling lesson tonight. Oh, there he goes. Never saw it done quite that way before. Bob's just playing with him now. I don't like to see an athlete do that to another one, but sometimes it's called paying your dues. And I think James is paying some tonight. Oh, this could be it.
Mercy. Boy, he really applied that one, Jack.
Wow.
Foul driver. And that will do it. Bob Orton having really no problem whatsoever getting the best of Jimmy James.
You don't walk away from that, Johnny.
We'll be back with more outstanding wrestling action. Stay with us on the 5-Star Wrestling Network. Coming to Lake Charles, Louisiana, and the beautiful Civic Center on May the 26th. Bell time will be at 8 p.m. A Lumberjack Rules match will headline that card. The Junkyard Dog will go up against Nature Boy Buddy Landell. Also, the Fantastics will meet the Royal Family, Jack Victory and Rip Morgan. Wildcat Wendell Cooley will go up against Johnny Mantell. Frankie Lane will be in Lake Charles to oppose Tim Horner. And Black Olympia will meet this man, the ace, Cowboy Bob Orton.
$1,250 it cost me to keep from being suspended in 5-Star Championship Wrestling. $1,250 hard-earned dollars that I might have had to travel to Japan or Hong Kong or Singapore or Auckland. It's a lot of money, and I'm sure you 9-to-5ers out there who make $1,250 in a month's time realize it's a lot of money. Well, Black Olympia, you just happen to be the poor soul who I step in the ring with first because I've got to get that $1,200 from somewhere. And I'm going to take it out of your hide, boy. What do you think about those apples?
That's the ace, Cowboy Bob Orton. Also, the General, Skandor Akbar, has his troops in force and ready for that Lake Charles card.
And what a tenacious individual this Bob Orton is, believe me. Lake Charles. You remember well, the General. Devastation Incorporated. That's right, dog, and everybody else. You see, Devastation is more powerful than ever. And our latest addition, one more time, is Kareem Muhammad, 411 pounds, along with the Nature Boy himself, the Nature Boy, Buddy Landell, the Headhunters. The list goes on and on. And you see, I can't wait to come back to Lake Charles, because all of you people look up at me, and I look down at you, and that's the way it's been for a long, long time, and I can't wait. Kareem Muhammad, here's a man. Have you ever seen the 747 land? Well, this man lands harder than anybody. Believe me, in Lake Charles, we're coming, Johnny.
Lake Charles and the Civic Center will be the action place for 5-Star Wrestling action on May the 26th. Bell time will be at 8 p.m. Make your plans to be there. Again, the headline main featured event will be a Lumberjack Rules match, one that you don't want to miss.
Please.
Wildcat Wendell Cooley is coming over to join us here at ringside. Wildcat, happy to have you here with us on 5 Star.
Johnny. Good to be here.
Okay, buddy. Sam Houston and Ken Johnson. I know you and Sam go back many a year.
Yeah, quite a long way. As a matter of fact, it's ironic you should say that, because the reason I'm here is because Sam called me here a couple weeks ago and let me in on some of the problems he was having, and I'm just here to see that some of his problems get straightened out. As
you have mentioned to me, during the course of the day, you're here to more or less team up with him, be a partner, watch his back, he'll watch your back, because he has been the target of some rough-shotted tactics lately.
To name two right off of the bat, the Rough Riders, Johnny Mantel and the Ace Cowboy Bob Orton. And I don't care who the person is or what circumstance it is. I just don't like to see two guys on one man at any given time.
Beautiful move as far as Sam Houston was concerned, with the cartwheel and a pair of standing drop kicks, and now he has that barred arm. And Sam looks like a different person in the ring, Wildcat.
Well, he's got the fire in his eye right now, Johnny, and that's what it takes to be on top of the mountain where Sam is right now. You got to have the eye, and I guess you could say the eye of the tiger.
Definitely so.
The only way you're going to take a man and beat a man is to wear him down, and that's what Sam's doing right now, and I think he's pretty well got it under control.
I was going to say that spells trouble for the opposition.
Exactly.
Well, as I stated, we're very happy to have you sitting with us here at ringside. Very happy to have you with 5 Star. And I know all of your wrestling fans will be anxiously awaiting to see you in the squared circle.
Well, that's right, and I'm looking forward to getting in the circle later on this evening.
We'll see you in just a matter of a few minutes from now, going up against Red Devil. You know anything about him?
I've never heard anything about him, Johnny, but I've got my mind made up that it's going to take a mighty big man to put me down as good as I've been today.
Wildcat Wendell Cooley watching his longtime friend, the young gun Sam Houston.
You know, Johnny, it's been a long time since Sam and myself have been able to get together and wrestle in some tag team competition. And it just tickled me to death when he gave me that call here a couple weeks ago. Yeah, I've been real busy the last year and a half, traveling all up north, and quite a few, I guess you could say, tours overseas, wrestling over in Asia and Mexico and places like that. And it just tickled me to death to be able to come back home and team up with an old friend of mine and help him out in some of his troubles.
And, of course, you're no stranger to wrestling here in this particular area. We speak of Louisiana, Mississippi, and because you've been here before.
Right. It's been some years ago, but like I say, that's why I said it's good to be back home, because I feel like this is my home around here.
Sam continues to turn it on and keep Ken Johnson off balance. Once again, he has that left arm barred. I tell you, just knowing that you're sitting here, it seems like it's inspired the young man quite a bit.
We've sat down and we've talked quite a bit. Earlier on today, we've had a chance to get together and talk about some old times, some things we used to do. And I think he's just letting me know he still got it.
I believe he has. Ken Johnson slamming Sam Houston's head into that top turnbuckle. Ooh, mercy. That'll clear the sinuses up. Sam going for the shoulder block and ran right into that steel turnbuckle.
That was a good move, very good move. That's what it takes when you have a competitor like Sam in there. You got to try to outquick him, because there's no way he's going to out-wrestle him or out-fight him. He's going to have to outquick him or outmaneuver him somehow if he has any chance at all of winning this match.
Johnson now with that arm bar. Sam in a lot of pain, as you can tell by the look on his face. Excruciating pain.
Come on, Sam.
Ken Johnson with a handful of hair gets Sam on his back in the middle of the ring.
That ain't the way to go about it. He wants to get Sam mad. That's the quickest way to do it. As a me, it looks like he's getting him very upset, too.
Over the past few weeks, I have seen Sam mighty mad, too, because the running battle that he has had with Bob Orton, Johnny Mantell, among others, the hanging judge.
Yes, and I'm just hoping and I'm praying that Sam and I is going to get together and get both of these guys in the ring at the same time.
Boy, I'm waiting to see that myself. Wrestling fans, that will be an outstanding tag combination. Wildcat Wendell Cooley and Young Gun Sam Houston. Sam backing Johnson into the ropes. Johnson continuing to hold on, but there's a vicious forearm right to the side of the head. And another by Sam Houston. Johnson still had his senses about him and got that knee up.
Come on, Sam. This is talking about wearing a body part down right now. He's trying to do the same to Sam that Sam was doing to him earlier, trying to get him wore down and take advantage of that one limb. And it's kind of hard to beat anybody with one arm, Johnny.
Absolutely.
So that's the only way that I see that he's got a chance to win this.
I tell you, Ken's got that arm
away from him.
Really, Ken's got that arm really in a bind, as you can see, and applying quite a bit of pressure.
Too, and when you cut the blood off, you lose all feeling in it, and then you have no control.
That's right. Reversal by Houston. Ken Johnson hammering away at the injured arm, and here comes Houston back. Lefts and rights.
That's it. If you want to fight, Sam will stand in there and fight with you. He'll fight with the best of them, Johnny.
Sam with that clothesline. Boy, you can hear that.
Sam.
You can hear that pop. Wildcat way over here.
I heard it over here, and I felt the sweat come off of him over here.
Sam monkey flips Johnson out of the corner. Sam right into that turnbuckle and.
Come on, Sam.
2 count. Ken Johnson's back all whelped up. His chest is whelped up from those vicious chops.
A mistake now, Johnny. He's trying to work on that leg instead of standing with the arm.
There's the bulldog by Sam Houston.
That's it.
Hooks that leg. And that's the 3 count.
Good to see you, Johnny.
Okay, buddy. Thanks you for joining us. Wildcat Wendell Cooley here at ringside, and Sam Houston getting the 3 count and of the decision over Ken Johnson. Let's take a look at it one more time. After being rammed into that turnbuckle, Sam caught him coming off the ropes with the bulldog, and after hooking the leg, got the 3 count. Sam Houston with the win over Ken Johnson. We'll be back with more wrestling action, and the big championship match is up next, so stay with us here on 5 Star Wrestling. Hello, wrestling fans. I'm Johnny Cassio, inviting you to be a part of 5 Star Wrestling action at its very, very best. We invite all civic organizations, non-profit organizations, and schools to try and raise money for your particular group. All you have to do is call 5 Star Wrestling at the number you see at the bottom of your screen, and someone will be more than happy to get in touch and line up an outstanding wrestling card for your particular group, as we stated. We're back on 5 Star Wrestling, and this is the big main event that we spoke of moments ago, and let's go up to our ring announcer, Jack Curtis, for the introduction of this championship match.
This event, one fall. In the ring, the challenger, Naughty Natalie. And here comes the champion, Rockin Robin.
Current ladies champion, Rockin Robin, getting ready to make her way out to the ring. And big crowd favorite here at the Baker Municipal Auditorium. She has been a fighting champion and a very good champion also. This is a match that I guess Naughty Natalie has been looking forward to, a championship title match, and at the same time, Rockin' Robin has had her eyes on this particular young lady because they have had some big battles in the past, and it should be a good one. Jack Howell holding up the Women's World's Championship that Rockin' Robin won in Paris sometimes back. Jack Curtis once again here at ringside.
Johnny, I'm always leery when I see Skandor Akbar.
I was just getting ready to say that. He, of course, is the manager for Naughty Natalie.
He always seems to be right out in the middle of things, and when he is, there's usually trouble.
You definitely can't underestimate his particular power because everyone knows he is the leader of Devastation Incorporated. Oh. Rockin' Robin starting off with a flurry with those arm drag takedowns and the body slam, and managed, however, just a 1 count. Oh, beautiful sunset flip. Naughty Natalie kicks out and at the same time makes her way out of the ring.
She tried a sneak attack and it backfired on her.
Now getting in. I'm sorry, Jack.
That's all right, John.
Now getting instruction.
I still get excited.
From Skandor Akbar, the general. When they call it the king of sports, it's definitely that, right, Jack?
It is, but right at the moment we're not doing kings right now. Naughty Natalie is Texan. She's from Lufkin, Texas. Weighs in at about 130, 131. And then, whoa!
Oh, mercy. Naughty Natalie asking Rockin' Robin, what did you do that for? And she pointed at Jack Howell.
Whoa!
Go behind takedown.
Snuck in for a 2 count.
Yeah, got a 2 count out of it.
She better keep her eyes on Robin and not the referee.
And the general once again conferring with his young lady. Rockin' Robin has had things pretty much her way thus far, and as I mentioned that, Naughty Natalie rakes the eyes across that top rope. Those ropes are padded, Jack, but still, they can do some damage to you.
Yes, the only difference with it being padded is that it keeps you from hitting the metal directly and cutting you. It's still just as hard as it can be.
Flying clothesline by Natalie and gets a 2 count out of it. Rockin' Robin trying to get to her feet.
I think Natalie's getting untracked.
Big body slam by Natalie. Going up to that middle strand of ropes.
Whoa!
Mercy.
Goodness. Right in her back.
2 count. Again, this is for the Women's World's Championship, currently held by Rockin' Robin. Right now, Rockin' is not having things her way.
Robin is awful young, but one thing you can remember, she's been around. She's had her share of matches, and that experience will come out in a minute. Oh,
double clothesline, Jack.
Jeez, that's a vicious-looking thing when you hit on right in your back and your shoulders and your neck all at the same time. Natalie's up first.
Kick to the head, then to the kidney area. Oh, mercy. Rockin' Robin went out on that floor mighty, mighty hard.
Oh, and Natalie's going after her.
And this, ladies and gentlemen, is a concrete floor. No padding whatsoever. Natalie helping Robin back in. Robin quickly to her feet, but she is in some pain and some trouble here. Now with the choke over that top rope. Jack, these two young ladies they've had some problems trying to get along for the past several weeks.
I think it goes back further than that. The title is something that everyone chases. There can only be one champion. When another one has it, they go after it. Oh, my mercy. Robin came from left field with a big roundhouse right. Another one. Oh, I've never seen her do that before. Oh, wow. I believe she's getting
what a
enough.
chop across the upper part of the chest.
I'm an awful long way away, Johnny, but that hurt me. Oh,
mercy. General Akbar with his riding prop pounding on the ring apron. Robin now working over Natalie in that corner. Irish whip across the ring. Catches her with the elbow. Right up under the chin. Akbar tripped Rockin Robin.
Did you see Akbar? Oh, Natalie, another of those arm drops in the back. The referee's calling for the bell. Ring the bell, Jimmy.
We're going to have a disqualification on
the bell.
General Skandor Akbar. And our fans at ringside are not very happy with the tactics of the general right there.
The referee is saying that because of Akbar's interference, he's disqualified Natalie. So I think the champion will retain her belt on disqualification.
Let's take a look at it one more time, Jack, on our instant replay.
She started her flying, leaping, and Akbar wiggled her foot and the rope, and she fell off.
So with the disqualification, Rockin Robin retains her championship belt. Back with more action in just a moment. Stay with us.
It seems there's something new about Medicare every day. With every change in Medicare and every...
Lake Charles, Louisiana, and the Lake Charles Civic Center. 5-star wrestling action will be there, and an action-packed card has been signed. A lumberjack rules match will find the Junkyard Dog going up against the Nature Boy, Buddy Landell. Also, Wildcat Wendell Cooley goes against another cowboy, Johnny Mantell. Frankie Lancaster will be on that card to go against Tim Horner. Black Olympia meets Bob Orton, the ace. And also, let's hear from the Fantastics, Bobby Fulton and Jackie Fulton, about their big match with the Royal Family.
Well, you know, Jackie, I want to shake your hand right now in front of all the people and tell you right now that I'm so proud of you like the fans are around here. And let me tell you something. We've been with 5-star wrestling, Jacko Victory, and Rip Morgan, the New Zealand Militia, the Royal Family, whatever you want to call yourself. We're still the Fantastics, and we're still here, standing strong. Now, you guys think you want to come in here and push us over and climb another rung up that ladder to get somewhere? Well, brother, the buck stops here. That's exactly what's going to happen May the 26th in Lake Charles. Jackie and I, we're ready to kick tail, take names, and steal a few girlfriends.
Royal Family, you better be ready because the Fantastics will be.
Lake Charles, don't miss the action. Make up plans to be there right now in Lake Charles at the Civic Center for an action-packed card on May 26th. You will see the WWA champion, Mike George, in action.
I'm going against a man that's got to be about 6'7", 450 pounds. I wish I could say I could get out here and I'm going to wrestle him. That's not what it's going to be. It's going to be strictly a brawl, and it's going to be strictly taking that man off his feet and down on that mat. Then after that match is over with, I'm going to go out and I'm going to watch Junkyard Dog in a lumberjack match. I'm going to be one of the lumberjacks, and I'm going to make sure that nobody gets in that ring to interfere with that match, because it's not going to happen. Trust me, dog.
Well, I hope not, man. Because I'm getting to be real nervous every time I come around this area and I see Skandor Akbar's name on that thing, because
he got the green to get real mean and get a lot of nasty individuals. Not only Buddy Landell, that 6'8", 300 and 400 pounds. I saw him over in Puerto Rico when I was there, tearing up the place. He's worse than Hurricane Hugo. So you watch my back, I'll watch your back, and we be all right right here in Lake Charles.
Lake Charles Civic Center, May 26th. Bell time will be at 8 p.m. Make your plans to be there. See five-star wrestling action at its very, very best. Now back to the ring.
This event, one fall, a 10-minute time limit. Introducing in the ring, the Red Devil. His opponent for this event, the Wildcat, Wendell Cooley.
Wildcat Wendell Cooley, along with the young gun, Sam Houston, making their way to the ring. Sam, of course, like Wildcat did earlier, coming out in full support of Wildcat Wendell Cooley. And the Red Devil, hello, Sam, how are you?
Partner?
Yes, be glad to have you, my friend.
He's a heck of a young athlete, ladies and gentlemen. This Wildcat Wendell Cooley. I'm sure you've heard his name before, and you're going to be hearing a lot more of him here in the five-star area.
Definitely so. Let me take time to congratulate you on your victory, a hard-fought decision.
Thank you very much. You know, anytime you get in the ring is always one of your toughest matches. Anytime you get in there, there's always the opportunity of getting hurt, no matter who your competition is. You know, everybody can be hurt. It's just a way for somebody to figure out how to get to you.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead. Well, as long as you stay on the offensive, you're doing pretty good, but you got to be on the defensive too. You know, keep moving ever forward.
When Wildcat was out, we of course were talking about the long and the very fruitful friendship that you two have had for one another.
Well, we've known each other for about 6 years now. We didn't get to wrestle in the States very much. What an awesome clothesline. We didn't get to wrestle in the States a whole lot, but we wrestled overseas. I wrestled with him in Paris, and our careers have crossed paths quite a few times. We've always been mutual friends. I've never had to face him before. Oh, my goodness.
Take atomic drop.
Well, that'll take the wind right out of your sails. This Red Devil, he's been around the ring a long time. He knows the ins and outs of it pretty good, and he's a dangerous man. He's real wiry, so that adds to his danger, I believe.
Wildcat with a big right, and again, right on the chin.
He's ready to explode. He's exploding. Nail him. There you go, Wendell. Don't take nothing off of him.
The Devil right down.
Super kick. What a super kick. Come on, baby, and this is why Wendell does this way just as good as I do my other way. The Bulldog, all right. That's it. That's all she wrote. You can count that man out. He's
Boy,
going
the lights are out. Big 3 count for Wendell Cooley. And
fella left the ring a while ago with a broken nose over that move right there from me. I wonder what this Red Devil looks like.
He's holding his head because he has to definitely be in a lot of pain. Wildcat Wendell Cooley, a very impressive win here on 5-Star Wrestling. Back with more action in just a moment. Lake Charles, Louisiana, the Civic Center will be rocking because on May the 26th, 5-Star Wrestling action will be hot and heavy in the city of Lake Charles. You will see the Junkyard Dog go up against Nature Boy Buddy Landell. Also, the Fantastics will be on the card for tag team action, and they will go against the Royal family. That's Jack Victory and Rip Morgan. Wildcat Wendell Cooley will oppose none other than Johnny Mantell. Frankie Lancaster will beat, and Tim Horner will be his opposition. Black Olympia will be there to go against Cowboy Bob Orton. And Mike George will meet the Zamboni Express. Let's hear now from Sam Houston, who is not on the card, but I know he will be there.
You know, I came out here because I know Wendell's got a tough match. He's going to have to be wrestling one of the Rough Riders, Johnny Mantell. And Wendell, I came out here, all I wanted to do is offer you my hand, tell you I'm going to be there watching you because I know what kind of tricks these guys play. I know what kind of things they do. They don't take anything too lightly. They're out there, they're full force, and they're not there just to win matches. They're there to hurt you and to cripple you. And I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to be there, I'm going to be watching, and I'm going to make sure I watch your back and make sure everything's cool.
Well, Sam, I appreciate that. And, you know, that's one of the biggest reasons I'm here is because all the things that's been happening to you, Sam, and you hadn't had a lot of help because everybody else has been tied up doing their thing. And I know this place is on fire. I've heard about it for weeks and weeks. But they call me the fireman now, and I'm here to put the fire out, Jack. And I'm talking to you, Johnny Mantell, because Lake Charles, Louisiana, it's been a long time, yeah, since the Wildcats been there. But I'm going to tell you something, Jack. I'm going to put your fire out, and I'm going to get what Sam Houston has yet to get from you, because he can't keep you in the ring long enough without the ace Cowboy Bob Orton sticking his nose in, or Skandor Akbar, or anybody else. It doesn't really matter. I know part of your family, Dirty Dutch Mantell. I've whipped him all over Alabama and Mississippi and Tennessee. Well, I'm coming to Louisiana to do a little whipping on you, Johnny Mantell. And I want you to call up your big brother Dutch and tell him, yeah, a young little kid named Wildcat Wendell Cooley's been around a little while. Well, he beat me up tonight, big brother. That's exactly what's going to happen, Johnny Mantell. I ain't here just to win matches, Jack, and get straws put in my cap. I'm here to let everybody know that Wildcat Wendell Cooley stands for what he believes in, and what he believes in is the people around here, the working class kind of people, the blue-collar kind of people that make the world go round. Not you kind of people that like to live off of everybody else and become a leech and fly around in Lear jets and drive Cadillacs, Jack. Give me a dip of snuff in a pickup truck and I'm happy. I'm going to tell you, Johnny Mantell, you ain't making a reputation off me, pal. Not for 1 minute. Don't even think it.
Don't miss the action, wrestling fans. It will promise to be hot and heavy in Lake Charles at the Civic Center on May the 26th. Plenty of action. Make your plans to be there. May 26th, Lake Charles Civic Center.
Junkyard Dog weighs over 300 pounds. And the Beast, who we have from parts unknown, is going close to 270 pounds.
Junkyard Dog with the headbutts, and again, that one puts the Beast on his back. Thunderous left hands driven into the midsection. JYD hooks that arm. Now the body slam. And the general says, get out of the ring. Now trying to give some instructions to one of the many forces as far as Devastation Incorporated is concerned. Well, the general continues to come up with them, doesn't he?
He does. He never runs out of talent. I guess when you've got a lot of money, you can do those things.
Big clothesline by JYD. And again, the Beast making his way to the outside.
I don't know a lot about the Beast, but I do know that Junkyard Dog is quite capable. He got his big start right here. The old Mid-South area, all through the Five-Star Promotions area. This was Junkyard Dog's home in those days.
Face first. Skandor trying to get in the ring. And we've got a disqualification again. And now JYD with his hands around it. Oh, here comes the Zambui Express. This is Kareem Mohammed, just being brought in by the general. Oh, trying to double team JYD, but to no avail.
The dog ducked, and he hit the Beast.
Definitely so, and the Beast is still down.
But the dog was smart. He rolled and got away. There's two big men in there. Kareem will go over 400 pounds.
Let's take a look at this one more time and see just what transpired. We catch it at the tail end. You see the general coming in with that riding prop right across the back of JYD, and of course the disqualification, and the Junkyard Dog with the decision. Outstanding match once again here on 5-Star Wrestling. Next week, let me remind you that we will have Mike George going up against this big individual from Devastation Incorporated, Kareem Mohammed, the Zambui Express. Also, a return match has already been signed, we have found out, and it will once again be for the ladies' title, with the current champion, Rockin Robin, defending against Naughty Natalie. And the JYD will be going back up against